Hi, this is Cecilia Ding. Welcome to my virtual therapy room. I'm guessing you're here probably because you're interested in coming to therapy but hasn't got the chance to do a virtual video or phone consult. I'm sorry that we were not able to arrange that, but thank you for your flexibility in getting to know me in this way. I hope it provides an adequate alternative, but I always welcome your questions and comments afterwards as well through email. This introduction is primarily about individual counseling. I do have a separate video on couples and families. I would say about half of my work is with couples and families, and half of them is with individuals. And with individual, I am primarily on a journey of self-growth with them. And self-growth comes in many ways. Sometimes clients specifically come for healing in terms of their past experiences, in terms of the way that they felt like they might be misattuned to, invalidated, or unseen from their family origin, and sometimes from the environment at large, particularly for minorities who have grown up in an environment that was not conducive to the nurturing of their individuality. And for that, we have various techniques and approaches that I introduce more specifically in another video called Approach and Techniques. When I started this video, I talked about growth, and healing is just one way to grow. Often that healing comes from working out our present-day challenges, whether it's with anger, depression, or anxiety. Those are just the three most common emotions that clients come to me for, because they haven't learned or haven't had the right modeling in their growing up experience to know how to regulate and manage those very common emotions. And underneath all of it, often there's a lot of sadness, a lot of pain. And I am here to guide you and be with you so that you can feel whatever emotion you need to in a safe way, so that you don't feel overwhelmed, that your body doesn't feel like it has to disconnect in order to not become completely taken over by those emotions. A lot of times, I'm also finding myself working with clients to continue processing some of the residual pain from past griefs, past transitions that have left some things that was never explicitly discussed, thus trapping a lot of emotions that prevents their growth, prevents them from optimizing their performance. And these are highly functioning, high achiever individuals that simply can still have a lot of doubts about who they are and lacking the tools and the emotional self-affirmation to believe in their own path. Healing and working on the present and optimizing our performance also means processing some of that transition loss that we had in the past, but we lacked adequate tools to manage them because it was not demonstrated or modeled in our family of origin or in our environment at large. And this is true whether you're from a family with a previous generation that have come from an entirely different culture, such as an immigrant family or first-generation immigrant family, who might have come from a collective or communal culture, which is really majority of the world, except for Western Europe or North America. Often cultures require people acting or making decisions as a unit, as a team. Now, coming to a more individualistic culture and society, that can create conflicts, even if both sides might have the best of intentions. And this is where I coach my clients to learn how to help themselves strengthen, nurture their own reality, the one that their parents, their family might have worked very hard for in order to empower them to have, but simply do not have the experience or the toolbox to help them make the best of what they have gotten. And there might also be things that we want to take with us from our family origin or connections we wish to continue to keep. And this is where I follow my client's lead, again, in deciding how much of that is healthy for them, how much of that informs their self-identity and how much that might hinder. And then we can work on how to build that connection without sacrificing their individuality, remaining that connection, and build a healthier, more manageable form of communication. And even if you have come from a family that's not from a different country, different culture, but still you might have a completely different reality and different paths you choose to do. Once you have feel strengthened and clear in that path and identity, then a lot of the coaching work can come in, where you will have the toolbox, where you will have the ability to start building the habits that will take you 1, 2, or even more levels up in whichever way you decide to go. So in this path and in this journey of self-growth and healing, I'm here to be your facilitator, and you can be the leader of your own fate. I look forward to connecting. Take care.